It's so important now to have at least talk about financial independence, especially for women. It's so important to have your own money, have your own accounts, have it separate, um, because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. As a woman, it's very important to be independent financially.
Hello and welcome to Sisterhood with me, Shaili Chopra, the one show where women confront their challenges and confess their insecurities, and we together figure out what to do about them. The spotlight on today's show is with digital content creator Dolly Singh, who to me is an entrepreneur, an energetic person who has truly shown us how struggles in life can be turned into real opportunity, and she's proven what it takes to be a woman on a mission. Dolly Singh, thanks so much for joining us. Dolly, I want to dive straight into the idea and concept of financial freedom. You have been somebody who has literally built herself by herself. Tell me more about that.
Honestly, at that point, when you're a child, you don't really realize what all is happening. The first realization was we're not as, we don't have enough money at home, because I didn't see a lot of my friends and their mothers doing work. And then as I grew up, I realized that, it's two sets of income. My mom is self-employed, was the first, I think I must have been in ninth standard or something when we first learned economics, and self-employed was the term, because before that, I always thought my mother is, just, she's trying to help, but we don't know what to call it. Like we don't know what she's really doing. And there was no, to be honest, money of her own. Even when she was working, even when she was making these candles, everything went to the whole house income pool. There was no, this is yours and this is mine, this is just for the house. So whatever she could do, she could keep to herself, she did. Even if it's just taking a note out of my father's wallet, which all mothers do. It's their way of saving money, having a little bit of their own money, whether tomorrow something happens, they have to have some money of their own. But I feel like it's so important now to have at least talk about financial independence, especially for women. It's so important to have your own money, have your own accounts, have it separate, because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And it definitely, because of which it becomes, I feel like for me, it feels like a dream, because I'm finally doing something like that. Of course, I've been making money through content creation and all of that has been happening, but to just see yourself as a brand owner, as someone who's made something. There's a product that you're selling, there's a product that reaches people and it's tangible, they can touch it, feel it, smell it. It honestly feels amazing. So yeah, I as a woman, just it feels great to be doing something like this, and also to be appreciated for something like this, because I would have never thought.
Growing up, what was the idea of money? I mean, growing up in a middle class home, things are always tough. Everybody has to get things going. I was raised like that. You tell me about your relationship with money and how did you deal with it?
I think my relationship with money in itself is not that great. I always shy away. I don't know where to, I like my only way of saving money is just saving. Just let it be in my bank account. I'm not going to spend it. And that's how it's saving. I'm really trying to learn about investments now at 30. And I really urge every woman who's watching this to really start doing that. It's very important. And don't let your relationship with money affect it. But I'm trying my baby steps. I'm taking those. And it's a struggle. It's very weird to realize that your relationship with something like money, like a note, it can be so, in a way, traumatizing. I don't know what to do with it. Like, I don't know how to deal with it. Sometimes I don't even know how to tell my parents that, this is what I'm like, how to explain it to them, that this is how my industry works. And while I may be earning certain amount right now, tomorrow I might not be. To them, it's like, do you have stable income? Like, that's more important. But to make them realize that, I know it's very unstable and there's a shelf life and all of that, and we might be able to overthrow all of that, but there is always an exception. There's always a but there, and I don't know what will happen tomorrow. So, it's a little scary in those terms financially.
It takes a lot to live in a very cutthroat world of digital content creation. How do you self motivate and stay up to speed with your own sanity at some level?
It does get very hard to kind of differentiate yourself from other people a lot of times. Even for yourself, you're like, okay, I'm doing the same thing that 10 people are doing, and I haven't really made any original video in a while. So like, what am I up to? It's the constant, like, you have to keep asking yourself where you're at. But I'm also very proud of the fact that I am very, I just guard my own personality a lot. Like, I know that this is the kind of work I do, and I really enjoy it. I love writing. I love making these long sketches. I don't know about 30-second videos. I mean, I'm trying to do those as well because that is the need of the hour. But at the same time, I enjoy writing skits, and I enjoy, bringing a script to life and playing multiple characters, or playing like this obnoxious, exaggerated character personality of sorts. So I try to mix it in a way that it becomes like a good balance of original content and, content that is just going on, and I have to participate because I work there. So that's what I try to do to safeguard myself. And I tell everyone that, at the end of the day, especially the kids who are joining these days in terms of content creation, I always tell them that, you can do as many trendings as you want: trending stories, trending videos, trending audios, trending dance moves. Go for it. But always have something that only you do, that is original to you, that people, when they see that particular video, they're like, oh, this is so her, this is what she does. So that is very important to kind of keep to yourself, and keep it at uh, just keep safe, basically.
So many women look up to you, Dolly, and they wonder how you did it. Phenomenal. Congratulations. Tell me three things that every woman should keep in mind.
So I think first step is definitely to start to be able to take that risk. And I think um, to just safeguard your interest, let people say whatever they may say. And as women, we get unsolicited opinions and feedbacks all the time. It's just like your family. You know how in that movie English, your own family kind of like pulls you down. And it happens with so many women. I've done that to my own mother, like, I'll be honest. So I just want to tell women that please don't let your family opinions or your friends affect you, because a lot of it comes from just internalized misogyny, or just like them also not realizing what they're saying. So just go for it, go for whatever your heart says, and take that risk and save that money. Keep it to yourself when you do.
Thanks very much, Dolly Singh, a content creator who's turned into entrepreneurship in a way that truly admire. Stay with us on Sisterhood and remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel.